Sounds like nonsense.
Nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
Now that sounds like nonsense.
That sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
You know what
to
that
me.
sounds like?
Sounds like
like nonsense.
nonsense.
That sounds like
Sounds like
nonsense.
nonsense.
Sounds like
Is this what it's going to sound like?
Sounds like nonsense.
Sounds like nonsense.
no.
Sounds like nonsense.
It's nonsensical.
And it sounds like this. Please leave a message after the beep.
Bummer.
Yeah, Jeff is not here.
It's my fault.
Yes, it is. Yes, ma'am, it is.
Why? Because he's working, or?
Because
Yeah, well, go ahead. We have a special guest this week.
I was just too stinking excited, and I looked at the wrong month when I was booking this, and I was trying to book it on a Sunday. It actually turned out to be a Thursday, but it was already confirmed, so I was like, not going back. Not going back.
Yeah.
Couple things here. One, she said stinking excited, which I just think is a fantastic verb. Or adjective. Second of all, she did get red right now. In fact, I think she's crying.
Already.
Look at, she's already crying. Look at her. She's red.
I'm just such a dork right now. I don't know.
Oh, look at her.
Called yourself out even.
I
I
did.
was going to do it for sure. It's
I
in my
knew
notes
you
to do
were,
it,
and
but-
also, yeah. Anyways,
Yeah,
but
well-
that's why he's not here, and I feel real bad.
Yeah, well, he'll be here next time.
Yeah.
And he's here with us in spirit, and maybe he can call in and chat
He
with
said
us
maybe.
for a little bit. So, anyways, welcome to Sounds Like Nonsense podcast, everyone. I am your host, Jeb. On the number 2s, we have Mr. Wilridge.
Hello, everybody.
And sitting here on the couch next to me is my beautiful wife, Sportney.
Hello.
Their date keeper. Yeah, what we're going to do each week is we're going to feature new bands and artists you may never have heard of, and who's ready for some new fucking music.
I am.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's always new for you, Will.
It is. That's why I love it. That's great.
Even when we have bigger bands on, it's all brand new.
No, it's good stuff.
And-
I sleep in a closet. That's all.
Did you watch the documentary that I asked this week?
Yes.
Oh, you're lying.
I had a good 2 hours by myself, and I said, that's the time I'm going to use to watch it, and I can't wait.
What did you think of that ending?
I actually thought it was interesting that they decided to stop, and then, they went on, and they ended up making more albums.
Oh, okay.
So,
I still feel like he's lying somehow.
No, he
Oh, okay, he did it.
remember, they all quit at the end, and they were
Yeah.
going to go their own ways or whatever, and then they ended up making 3 more albums afterwards.
Right. Who are we talking about right now?
Face to Face.
That's right.
Yeah.
Face to Face is on the
Yes,
show today.
exactly.
Trevor's putting on a new lyric book. So 150 songs.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a shitload of
so
songs.
many songs.
So we're excited to talk to him. But who else do we have on this week?
So this week we kind of tried to stay to our local scene, and that is we are going to have Defeating the Purpose, Nothing Left to Lose, and Petmedz Making Moves.
Right. Defeating the Purpose. I shared a rehearsal space with them for years and
Yeah.
years. So I know.
Petmedz sounds, are they local?
Yeah.
We played with them too, Will.
Yeah.
When we played Santa Barbara, they were one of the bands.
Yeah, they feel that's familiar.
Yeah,
Cool.
they play all the time. Great guys. They're definitely one of Santa Barbara favorite bands.
I like
They
it.
actually played with Face to Face at Velvet Jones, Craig's place.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Velvet Jones, Craig's place.
Yep. So,
Yeah.
yeah, how was everyone's week? Will, you just got off the boat?
I did. I went out fishing this morning, and I didn't catch a single fish, which is normal.
Standard.
But it was beautiful out, and it was hot. It's getting hot. I'm just glad I'm here in the cool air.
Hottest September in history, or something like that. I saw.
October.
Yeah, but September it was like the hottest.
Oh,
one
yeah, we
before
hit
it.
120, remember?
Yeah, so I mean, so the hottest September in history.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
I'm waiting for it to fucking cool down. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Definitely not fall weather right now.
It's not. I still have all the leaves all over the place, but
That's true.
It's crazy, man.
yeah. What about you, Courtney?
We did Murder Box yesterday, and that was
yeah.
exciting. We kept trying to do it on the weekend, and it's really hard because even during quarantine and COVID and stuff, like people's weekends are booked and stuff.
Well, we started it so we started those murder boxes like the week that COVID was happening, or like the week before
on
or
the
something.
East Coast.
Right. Yeah.
It
Yeah.
hadn't
Yeah.
made its way,
It was
yeah.
like a day or two before the shutdown.
Yeah.
So we just started again yesterday.
Yeah, but we decided to do it on a Wednesday because then it's like, middle of the week. It's a lot easier, like after work. It's,
Yeah, sure.
and nothing too crazy. But we got into it.
And yeah.
we
How many hours did you put in?
probably 3,
Wow.
and we
At
eliminated
least, yeah.
4 suspects.
Yeah, we got through 3 boxes. Plus, we had to revisit the first one because we hadn't
Because we
done
couldn't
it.
remember.
Now, that's great. But how was your buffalo tri-tip?
That was delicious.
Really good.
Was it good, huh?
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was told by the guys who I got it from, like, oh, it cooks way quicker, so, like, only do, like, 20 minutes.
Right.
It wound up taking about 40 minutes to an hour to do, just like a regular one.
Just like a regular tri-tip.
Yeah, so I was like, everything else I had to just kind of put in the warmer and wait for it, but once it got done, it was awesome.
Very lean, very good.
Yeah, what did you think? Did you get one?
I don't eat red meat.
What?
I don't eat red meat.
Just hot dogs?
I don't eat hot dogs.
You're so full of shit.
You know what? It's surprising because we never see you eat.
That's right. You were supposed to be at the murder box thing.
I know. I was committing my own murder. No. Anyways, no. No, I heard it was fantastic and it looked really good. And just so that everyone kind of really knows what it is, a murder box is a puzzle that you solve for several weeks and eliminate. It's like a high energy clue,
Yeah. Well,
a better clue.
yeah, it's the one that we use is Hunt a Killer, but
Yeah.
there's so many of them.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
No,
so
it's fun. It's really fun. It's something. They're so intricate with it. It's wild.
there was one thing last night where we were like, you had to watch like a YouTube video and it was so loud and you had to listen for like the talking underneath and we were like putting our ear up to the computer and stuff, and then it had like a little button underneath that said, I don't know, like listen, like what was it? Zoom in or
Isolated. It was like an
Isolate?
isolated track. We were over and over again. We're listening to the shitty karaoke.
we're like, what
singing.
does this button
What
do?
is this like?
And then it was like you couldn't hear anything.
the notes that we
except
took
the
were
talking.
nothing. It was, and it was just talking, basically just talking. We're like, fuck, man, we are.
Yeah, it was so stupid.
Everyone, shh, no one can breathe. Like, and then of
Wow.
course I give them a fuck. Everyone jumps.
Yeah, of course. Well,
Yeah.
I'm glad you guys had a good time. Now you're getting closer to the murderer.
Yes.
Yeah, we're pretty close.
Good.
Yeah,
I'm glad to hear.
It's a fun game.
Interesting. Get your detective mode.
That's
Yeah.
right.
What? Detective
Skills.
skills.
We're honing them.
Honing.
There we go.
Well, so
you
somebody
go.
that we were playing the game with was like, what they should really do is take real cold cases, change the names and stuff, and see if people can actually solve
That's kind of
a
an
real
interesting
cold
idea.
case. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
just
seems so invasive.
well, a little bit.
Well, yeah, but
Like I was playing this game and I all of a sudden
well, you wouldn't know because it's just a game to you. But like, if anyone ever,
What are you guys gonna go down to the police station? Hey, just to let you know,
I don't know.
I beat the game. Maybe it could help you guys.
Right? Yeah.
You know?
That's what Keith was saying last night. He's like, hey, I've solved 5 murder boxes
Yeah.
so far. So that's on my resume.
That's pretty
I
interesting.
did not go to school or anything, but
Hey.
oh, I bet, detectives are like really getting driven nuts by people like that.
Well, I mean, the clues are all given to you in bags already.
Yeah,
so
right,
it's not
right,
like
right,
you.
right.
you know.
you don't have to go find anything.
Yeah.
This is easy.
Anyways.
Totally. And then something that's been happening to me recently this weekend, I don't know, maybe forever, is that my ear is folding over while I sleep.
Talk about this?
I don't think that I've
This
talked
is
about
called
this
the
on
fat
air.
head syndrome.
Is what? So
Yeah.
you've had this?
No, but it's like when there's so much going on in your brain and you think you're the best at everything.
Oh.
You sleep on one side and then you end up folding your head in half or your ear in half.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting
I've
theory.
never heard of that.
I don't know, but seriously, though, the top of my ear has been folding down, like I'm scooching up or something in my pillow at night or something. It's folding over. I keep waking up, being like, my ear hurts, and I don't know. I don't think I've ever folded my ear over.
you guys.
Yeah, it's totally like
Sorry.
that, dude.
Sorry.
It is totally like that.
Courtney doesn't understand that reference.
No.
Goonies. Come
I
on.
was not a Goonies fan.
Chunk. All right,
I know.
so whatever.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about that. How are you going to fix that? Maybe wear headphones to bed.
I was thinking just duct tape. Just duct tape my
gosh.
ears up.
No.
Maybe get them clipped like a Doberman.
Dock 'em.
Ooh, I've seen that like people are stopping doing that now and because they actually have really long ears.
Yeah,
They're,
well,
like,
yeah, they
floppy
shouldn't
ears.
be doing that.
Yeah.
Chopper Reed style. He clipped his ears too. You guys know who Chopper Reed is?
yeah.
UCFC fire?
No.
Firefighter?
He's a kind of notorious Australian gangster guy. It's a pretty wild story. There's a movie out there Eric Bannon did a while ago, probably 90s at this point, about him. But it's so funny. There's this Australian sketch comedy show called Ronnie John's Show, and they parody him, and it's fucking hilarious. Super, super funny. It's all over YouTube. Ronnie John's Chopper Reed. Check that one out.
We will.
Fuck Your Job is one of the best ones.
Gotcha.
He's a pretty funny guy. Rolls around with a sawed-off shotgun 410.
But it's a real character.
Real guy. Yeah, he's a real fucking dude.
And he's alive today.
I think he is still
Yeah.
alive, and he's got his fucking nemesis, Neville Bartos. Anyways, I know way too much about this guy. I just go into a deep dive on that. Did you hear about those cussing parrots in Britain?
Yes, I did. I did actually. They were
I didn't.
Yeah, they.
What? How could you not? Everyone's talking about. I know we're like a couple weeks late on
We're a
this
little
now.
late on it, and they cuss too much, so they have to get rid of them because during the pandemic they were isolated with a couple caretakers that I guess apparently used the F words. And if you don't know what those words are, they're flatulence and.
We both said fart.
Yeah, I know. They're using the F word, fuck, and all that shit. So I have 2 of those parrots, the same kind, yellow nape Amazon, and yes, my animals also cuss when they get excited. Fuck! Will! You know?
But
It's funny because like 1 or 2 of them, whatever, were exposed to it, and then went back and taught all the other birds
That's
the cuss
right.
words.
That's right. That's
Oh.
right.
And so they pulled them out of the zoo or whatever, and everyone's like, no, start a petition, 21 and up beer garden with the Swearbirds.
Oh, the Swearbirds.
I think that's a genius idea.
That's a really good
Dude,
one.
if I would go to the zoo for Swearbirds. Are you fucking kidding me? We have this stupid ostrich feeding thing down there. Fuck that, dude. If there's a room filled with parrots, they're all going, go fuck yourself. I'm in, dude.
Okay, but
Have
real,
a beer, try
real
to teach
talk,
it new fucking cuss words.
The ostrich thing does sound lame, but it's actually pretty cool.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I think Swearbirds.
No,
Swearbirds.
Swearbirds sound.
Dude, if we
sound good.
could do that here, that's Britain. They got their own thing. We can teach. We can have you. We start with your parrots.
Start with our parrot.
Get some more, and just start teaching them. Try to like teach a parrot a new cuss word. If you can, you get a free drink.
Ooh.
There it is,
Oh my gosh.
dude.
Maybe we can get some possums and teach them how to flip us off or something. I don't
mean,
know what.
maybe we could.
I don't know. Wouldn't that be interesting? Come down to our suit. Wait. Why do we want to do this? Why do we want to have animals?
Money, dude. It's
Money.
Well, and just for the fun of it.
So these poor animals that go out into the wild, get their wings clipped, and they're all just
No, I
entertaining
think
us by.
Oh, you're not making it fun at
now,
all.
No, but zoos now are not able to take wild animals into the zoo unless they're hurt. Like, you're not allowed to take wild animals and put them in the zoo anymore. That's like illegal.
Yeah. Well, in other animal life news, you guys, I know it's all going around everywhere. The fucking mountain lion.
Oh, that's huge right now.
Oof, that's
I
gnarly.
didn't see that, and you're like, you've not seen this, and so we watched it as a family. It was crazy.
It's insane.
She was not happy with that man.
When she started doing the double paw thing,
Yeah.
towards
That's
him.
Yeah.
so crazy.
I would have been picking up rocks, throwing at her.
A lot sooner than he did.
I was like, "What are you doing?"
I
Like,
think he was in shock. He was like,
I would have been. Well, she was away. I would have grabbed it, but I don't. He survived and whatever. So maybe he did the right thing.
But it did seem like
man.
when he picked up the rock, she started.
I would have been pelting her
left.
right from the beginning. Like, hey, I don't know.
I think if she wanted him dead or really wanted to hurt him, she would have.
Yeah.
I think
She
so
would have.
too.
She would have
Yeah.
said, "Dude, you're way too close." But she walked with him for a while.
long
She
time.
did.
It wasn't just. She made sure that fucker wasn't coming anywhere near her little cat.
It was crazy because the baby started running after him at first too. It was like ah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of wild because that's just I don't know. That looked like a Red Rock kind of situation.
It
to
did.
me.
It did.
It did.
Like just
Like,
with the
just-
road and
Yeah, just running, having no idea that's happening.
something I've done a million times. Not jogging, but drove down that road like that.
Jogging.
Maybe walked it.
Yeah. Right.
Well, kitten update for me. I am now at the point where they're about a week out before they're getting altered and then adopted, and so I am having to wear jeans now because they like the flowy types of like pants that I wear, and they're like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing!" And then they attack me, and then I
Oh.
bleed, and so yeah, it's jean time.
And they want to
Jean
climb
time.
you.
They want to climb, yeah, because
Yeah.
they're really into like what's new, like what's crazy. And Alvin, the boy, is the one who's like, I want to be as high as I possibly can at any like wherever
That
it
sounds
is.
just like me. I have. Did you guys see that Bobcat video too? The one with the rattlesnake in the Bobcat.
No.
Oh, that's
I
a good
did.
one too.
Really?
That came out this week.
I had to skip
Really?
to the end because I was like, I don't.
Oh,
wanna
it's
see
one of
this.
those ones. Kind of snake videos always do that to me, like where I'm like on edge. You know,
Yeah.
like your toes are like curled real tight.
can't do that.
Like,
No,
oh fuck, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
So they were battling.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And what was the outcome?
bobcat fucking ate that thing.
Yeah, it did.
And then came and rolled all in the spot where he it murdered it, threw it off to the side, and went rolling on us. That's right, bitch.
Wow.
Smell that shit.
Wow. Now, is this where? Do you know what state?
I don't know.
Oh no, it does seem like the snake got it though a couple times because it kept like going like that, and
I did.
So
it
how
seemed
did
like
it not?
I don't know. I know it's not fucking honey badger, but I thought
I don't know.
it seemed like it bit it a few times. That's why I thought when it was originally going to roll that it was like it's doing like a little death roll, but no.
No.
Wow.
No, it was awesome.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff. National Geographic right there.
I know.
It was a big week in animal news.
Wow.
I think that we should get into our first song. What do you guys think?
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Who's it going to be, Courtney?
I almost said the wrong one. Defeating the Purpose, Nothing Left to Lose.
This is what it is. It's what I'm made of it. One foot in the grave. I'm just surviving this half of the way. What's done is done, and I haven't given up on everyone. Haven't lost the edge. Haven't lost it yet. Nothing left to lose. Everyone's son. This is what it is. It's what I made of it. One foot in the grave. I'm just surviving this half of the way. What's done is done, and I haven't given up on everyone. Haven't lost the edge. Haven't lost it yet. Nothing left to lose. Everyone's son. Haven't lost the edge. Haven't lost it yet. Nothing left to lose. Everyone's son. This is what it is. It's what I made of it. One foot in the grave. I'm just surviving this half of the way. What's done is done, and I haven't given up on everyone. Haven't lost the edge. Haven't lost it yet. Nothing left to lose. Everyone's son. Haven't lost the edge. Haven't lost it yet. Nothing left to lose. Everyone's son.
All right, everybody. That was Defeating the Purpose with Nothing Left to Lose.
I liked them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a great band. I think
Those
it's
are the
great.
homies right there.
Those are the homies. You shared a room with them.
We did for years
band
and years.
room.
Lavasa did, yeah.
Really?
God, I don't even know how many years. Like 5 years,
Wow.
probably.
We got it. Wow, that's
We
fantastic.
played with them numerous times.
They're fun guys.
Super.
Do they
Super
have a
nice
new
guys.
album coming out?
They don't, man.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. This and actually, this is probably the first time that Kevin, the lead singer, has ever listened to a podcast ever. So, Kevin, write some new music.
There you go.
It would be awesome. They came out with this one just 2 or 3 years ago, and they recorded with Angus at Orange Whip.
Oh, okay.
And did the thing. So
Maybe they're recording right now, writing because of the COVID.
yeah. Well, then also I tried to find it on Spotify today because I listened to it on CD. Believe it or not, I swear to God, I do. It's one of the few
Yeah.
CDs I have in my car, and it's not on Spotify. So Kevin, Spotify, it's pretty neat. Check it out.
Spotify.
Or something, yeah. You can find them right now, everyone, if you do want to check them out, because the whole album is really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking around because of my friends. But ReverbNation.com, Defeating the Purpose. You can find them right there. Do some videos, photos, and all that stuff. And
I'm
they're on
gonna
all the
see
social media.
If I can't get him to send me that picture of his cat, because he has the craziest
Oh, dude.
cat.
Yes. His
Like,
cat is
yeah.
so fat and grumpy.
You got to get a picture. You got to get a
Yeah.
picture.
It just sits on his back, like on its butt, like a human, and just stares at him, gives him the death stare.
Yeah, it's
It's-
been not nice to girlfriends and things like. It's
That's
silly.
awesome.
I'm going to waste a little bit of your time. I just thought of something very
Yeah,
stupid, and this
yeah.
is wasting time.
Yep.
What about if you came up like, doesn't Spotify sound like a repellent bug spray? Spotify, and then kill it.
Yeah.
By aerosol. Only kills children under age 14 or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
Or
Spotify.
children,
I bet
whatever.
that
Don't
they
let your
would
children.
still try to do trademark infringement on that.
Oh, I'm sure they come
know?
after you.
There's Spotify.
Oh,
I'm
no,
Spotify.
I'm aware.
Wish.com wouldn't fucking around with that. They get it. They do some Spotify.
Yeah, I
don't
see
give a
a
fuck.
fly. I spot it. Now die. Spotify. I just like wasting time.
Yeah.
I also got one more thing, if you don't mind.
Sure. No. Say whatever you want to say.
I wrote down every day. I write down on my piece of paper the date and the day, and then I did this October 15th, obviously Sunday, and then I actually realized, no, it's Thursday today.
I know.
But I actually, the one time I put something dumb, like, why am I making fun of myself? Obviously, Will, it's Sunday. Anyways,
Okay.
well, because every time we do this, it's on a Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh.
So obviously,
okay, so
It does feel weird to be here like a
good
Thursday
to
afternoon.
know. November 15th is a Sunday. Just so you know.
It'll come back
Oh.
around.
It'll come back.
it will come back around. Okay. But then I was looking at myself and I realized, how do you spell obvious?
Oh, I'm the worst speller.
OBVIOUS.
Well, I got that one wrong. And one more thing is that I have a mustache that I was actually preparing to execute today.
Yeah.
And meaning have it shaved off. And I was very sad this morning. I got it all shampooed. I looked in the mirror. I looked at it and I said, all right, buddy, this is it. This is your day.
Bye,
and
guy.
Bye, little guy. And I, crisped him up one more little time and kind of got a little emotional. And then I got in here and I realized, well, I didn't bring my clippers.
Oh,
And
sure.
then Jeb didn't bring his clippers.
I didn't know that I was supposed to.
Well, you weren't. It
Yeah,
was
because I thought that we had decided that we were going to bleach it.
Oh.
Because I think that would be a lot sillier because you have dark hair, real dark eyebrows, having a bright
Oh my
yellow
God.
mustache. You looked up there for Jeff. Jeff, what do you
Yeah,
I
right.
keep seeing Courtney look up there too.
I
Yeah.
do. Like,
As you're telling your story, you're just looking straight at the
Well,
screen there.
You okay? Maybe I will have to bleach it.
Yeah. I think that would be a lot sillier.
What about that guy that always had confetti and he had a blonde mustache?
Oh, yeah.
uh,
Rip Taylor?
Rip Taylor.
Is
Yeah.
that his name?
Yeah,
Okay.
nice.
Rip Torn?
No,
Rip T-
Taylor.
Rip
Okay.
something.
They both died this
Oh.
year, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. He was on all the Jackass movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well,
It-
anyways, I just wanted to say last thing is how do you spell mustache?
MUSTACHE. Yeah. And I'm not normally very good at that. Just
M-U?
MU. Yeah.
Mustache.
It's
Yeah.
mustache. Yeah.
Anyone,
anyways-
anyone got some retractions revisions from last week? Is there anything you want to get off your chest, Will?
Oh God.
Because I feel like I got something. I don't know.
You feel like you got something?
Maybe. I don't know. So I'm looking at you right now.
You go.
Last week we were talking about things that scared us, movies or whatever, and we talked about Jody the Pig and the Amityville
Ooh,
book.
very, very
Right?
scary.
I don't think that there was actually a pig statue in the kitchen.
Of mine?
Yeah.
Oh no. But what? Oh God.
I was just listening back when I was doing the editing, and I was like, I don't know. That feels like maybe a little fanciful.
It was a pig statue with a cooking hat on, like he's a cooker.
Like
And-
he's a cooker.
Yeah, I
all
cook,
right.
and it was like all like French a piggy's gonna catch a pig. And every time I'd read Jody the Pig, I'd always look up and I always feel like he's kind of staring at
Yeah.
me. And it was like a stupid pig with a cook hat. Oh yeah, why would I make that up?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I feel
Hey,
like
I'm gonna this one's gonna get my balls going. There was a fake statue. No, it was a real. Well,
it's in my face. I tried to call him out, and he's right.
no,
Well,
no.
also,
I eat
100%.
that.
we
I'll
haven't
eat
heard
that.
the episode, so I don't know what.
I'll eat crow on that one.
Uh-huh.
Now, here's another one.
Okay.
This is involving you. Last time you brought up Rick Moranis getting sucker punched.
Yeah.
And
I watched the video. Have you guys seen the video?
No.
No, I need
Oh,
to get
really?
back into that.
So he's like walking underneath scaffolding, like they're working on that
Yeah, I did-
building.
oh,
So it's a
yeah.
sidewalk, and he's walking underneath it. This guy, and it's kind of like a corner where it comes out. So let's say half the scaffolding walkway is blocked,
Right.
and he's just walking down. He's 67 years old too, by the way. He's walking. This guy seemingly for no reason. It's not like he knew it was Rick Moranis. I
No.
don't think. He just comes over this blind corner, socks him, knocks him down to the ground, and just keeps walking. Just
what?
yep.
Well,
and
it
they
was
haven't caught the
videoed.
guy.
It was videoed. So
It's got the video that you can see the guy. NYPD is offering $2,500 for anyone who can identify him. So go get that Rick Moranis money.
Ooh, Dog the Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, dog.
Oh, wow. Well, have you seen a new commercial with Ryan Reynolds? He was like honoring Rick Moranis.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah, it was a new commercial. Rick Moranis, just, old dude, came on. And, I don't know. It's a new commercial with Ryan Reynolds.
What for? What commercial?
For his vodka?
God, I don't know. I think it was like insurance. I don't know.
Insurance. Ryan Reynolds insurance.
I don't know.
I don't know.
No,
That's
he
weird.
has that.
He does everything.
Gin. Aviation gin is what he has. So he
Wow.
always does crazy commercials for his.
His commercials are good.
Well, he
Yeah.
brought out Rick Moranis for that, going, "Hey, bud,
Okay.
I just love you." And Rick Moranis goes, "Okay, see you later, bud."
Yeah, all right. He had a black eye.
The old black guy.
Aw.
Yeah, poor guy.
All right.
Honey, I got hit by the kids. Damn it! Sorry.
Man, he's like a stay-at-home dad right now. Like who would do that?
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know.
super
Somebody
weird.
who was just having a bad day.
I guess.
Decided to take it out on someone else.
Aw.
What about you? You got some retractions, revisions?
I didn't listen to the episode. So
Why?
Because you didn't send it. Yet.
Okay, that's a good reason.
No, I don't remember.
You don't remember
I
anything?
don't know.
All right. Well, then I've got just one more quick one. We were talking about tipping and stuff, and how we forget to tip, or like I was saying, I would forget to tip people out in the night and have to come back. One time we were with Handsome Keith, and we were down in L.A. For Lucha. Mariachi El Bronx was doing like that recording thing. Ultima Lucha is what it was
Ultima
called.
Lucha,
Yeah,
right,
super
right.
fun. It's a super
was
silly show.
super
Really,
fun,
really
yeah.
fun. So we got to go see a taping of that. And afterwards, we went to this really nice restaurant, the Stinking Rose.
I thought about that when you were
Oh, I know where
talking
you
about
were.
it.
Yeah, so we went to the Stinking Rose. It's an awesome restaurant. Super, super good. And it's a pricey restaurant.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not cheap. And I don't know, maybe it was the 3 drinks that I had while I was there, but I gave him like a $2 tip or a $3 tip. And it was later that night or something, I realized it. I was like, wait a minute. I was just kind of doing the math of like, well, that steak was 20, that was whatever, and then I'm like, oh no.
Right.
I fucked up, so we called the restaurant.
The next day.
Oh.
The next day, got the guy's information, and then sent in our tip money through the mail.
Yeah, and he's like, no one's ever done this before, and I was like, well,
It was fucked up
it was
because
so bad.
we were like, it was, whatever.
like, hey,
it was
we did not
$200
mean
or
to
something
do
for the
that.
meal.
Yeah.
That was $40 for him if you're just doing 20%. Whatever it was something substantial enough to where I'm like, oh, dude, he probably thought, what the fuck is with these guys?
Yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah,
That was
so
a bummer.
we did do the right thing and,
Yeah.
and sent it.
Well, interesting. I tipped out the dock boys today that never get tipped.
Oh,
they
yeah?
They were just fucking ecstatic, and they helped me with my tackle. I tipped out whenever I go to Starbucks. No, yeah, Starbucks. I give them whatever, and they go, "Sir, oh my God, let me take the spit we put in that out."
Right.
No, but I tip them.
Extra
They
whip.
really freak out. Those girls do because. But anyways, I'm not saying I like.
Did they have a tip jar there?
No, it's just, but the ladies, you go through. I'm going through the drive-through, by the way, is what I mean.
Oh, wow.
I'm
Okay,
sorry
yeah,
about
that's-
that. I always tip when you're inside Starbucks, but I was going to the drive-through, and I tipped them, and those chicks just freak
I've
out.
never tipped through a drive-through.
I know.
Ever. I mean, I don't go to Starbucks either. I'm a 7-Eleven coffee guy. I think it's so much better.
You're
I'm not even
you're
kidding. I'm
disgusting.
being trying to be funny.
I agree with you.
I cannot get into
I'm
Starbucks.
not a big Starbucks
But anyway, I would
person.
never even consider tipping through a drive-through of any kind.
Would you tip the 7-Eleven clerk for taking their coffee?
No.
Why? Because you tip at Starbucks when you take their coffee.
I don't go to Starbucks though. I don't know. You're right though. It does feel like they would have a tip jar at Starbucks, but because it's a restaurant more than 7-Eleven is a store.
So my friend used to
different.
own a drive-through coffee place, and they had the tip jar by the drive-through, but their main business was a drive-through coffee place, so like everyone knew that it was
Right,
tipping,
right.
but they were set up to do that.
So check this shit out.
Oh, let's check it.
Yeah, in Florida, they got drive-through liquor stores. And stuff.
Yes, I kind of like that idea. Weird though, isn't it?
Dude, so one of the places with my dad, I don't even know, let's say 5 years ago, he's like, let's stop by and get some rum runners. And I'm like, yeah, okay. And he's like, through the drive-through. And I'm like, what? He's like, well, so you pull into the drive-through and they have all those icy machines. So you get your virgin pina colada, your virgin
Sure.
rum runner, whatever it is, and mudslide and the whole fucking thing. And they have combos on the wall. So you order like a number 1 and it's a pina colada virgin with 2 shots, like the shooters, and then with 2 shots, $10 or whatever the fucking thing
Right,
is, and you put
right.
it in a bag and you drive away.
Wow.
And then you just mix it right there in your bag. I mean, of course, right?
Right.
It's also an iced drink, and it's Florida. It's,
Yeah.
I'm gonna save this for home.
Yeah,
You're not
no,
fucking.
no.
It's amazing.
Florida, it's an amazing country.
It's nice stuff over there.
That's some interesting stuff.
I think we have a little bit of time. I've got a really crazy one for you.
Okay.
It happened to my brother this week.
Oh, no.
And I didn't even tell you.
I don't think you should say that.
Yeah, I'm going to talk about it just a little bit because I think it's really wild. And I'll give more cliff notes. It won't be so personal. But his kid almost got kidnapped this week at a gas station.
Bob?
Fred?
Fred?
Is what I call her. No, Fred kind of saved the day.
Wow.
So he has 3 little ones.
Sure.
And Fred is a teenager, and then he's got the middle one and the baby, basically. And so he stays in the car with the baby at the gas station. Everyone had to pee.
Right.
They went to go rescue a dog from the shelter, whatever. They go. I'm not even kidding on that. And they go to the gas station, have to pee. Teenager and the middle one, she's 7, 8 years old. They go to the bathroom. And seconds later, he hears them screaming. Fred's running with the 7-year-old.
Right.
A guy just came out of his car and tried to grab her and pull her away.
Oh, jeez.
My brother concealed carries.
Oh, jeez.
He's allowed to and stuff. So he is freaking out, and he's got the baby with him too.
Yeah,
And so then he just pulls it out, gets the guy on the ground till the cops come. But I guess right before that, and this part I don't really know, the guy tried to grab just another kid, like from another family right there. That's how he had the time to get out there and get the guy. And the guy's in jail and all that, and it's super scary for the family. But really wild. If he didn't maybe have his gun with him, this guy could have got away. And he was an older guy. He's around 65 years old.
Oh, really?
Just ran out. He said scumbag, but I don't know the details and whatever. But yeah, pretty fucking crazy
and
stuff.
I have been seeing a lot more people posting online about it happening. Just like and seeing the
there's videos.
Security footage of like people jumping over things in restaurants and grabbing kids.
I think you're thinking the same. There's like the barricade, like because they have the all the outside COVID seating now. It's just a little barricade.
Really?
Guy just pulls up in a van. Someone's driving, jumps out, tries to grab this kid. And I mean, the whole restaurant jumps on this guy trying to.
It was crazy.
Wild. So that happened to my brother. So that's close to home.
I don't know why I don't like kids. Why would you want to,
Dude, yeah.
That's rough.
God, I wish someone would take Riley.
Don't even joke
I'm
like
just kidding.
that.
I just can't believe people are fucking crazy. I mean, I know there's worse stories than that, but I'm glad that your brother was able to retain the man and keep his composure,
not shoot him or hit him or do anything.
Because all the kids, everyone was watching.
Yeah,
so
it could have been it could have been a lot more dramatic.
Right.
Traumatic.
For these children if he blew his cool. But anyways, interesting story. Very sorry to hear that.
Yeah, wild stuff. See, I didn't even tell you about that.
No, you didn't.
I saved that for the podcast.
Keep an eye on your kids, even the littles with a teenager. It's just you have to be careful.
Yeah, and as liberal as I am on some things, I'm all pro gun too. Man, because look at that right there. That just shows you, sometimes it's nice to have some civilians with a gun on them, because there are good guys out there that can use them right and properly.
Well, and not use them, but just use them to keep the person there, but
not shoot.
Used
it.
No, but not to shoot the guy. Like, he didn't shoot him.
Yeah. So, all right, well, let's lighten it back up a little bit here.
Jeez.
Yeah, sorry. Well, I wanted to talk about it, but then,
looks like Christmas came early.
Yeah, you want to do that? We can swap it up a little bit.
No, I don't care.
Yeah, let's do it. You brought it up. Let's go ahead. So everyone out there.
Oh no, you're sighing. Why is she sighing?
Because she knows what it is, and she wasn't supposed to know. I was trying to get home before.
You did not.
So okay, so.
Do you want me to wait?
No. So we'll go ahead and do it now. So this is a gift that I purchased for Will.
Oh.
And just the studio at large. This sounds like Nonsense Studio.
Thank you very much. That's nice. Why do I deserve a gift?
Well, because it's Halloween.
Oh.
And I think it's a special holiday. So why don't you go ahead and open it up and tell everyone.
I just think you're a nice person because you wouldn't get me anything bad.
Nope. It's not bad.
Okay. So this is very nice. I got a nice little package. It was right here. It said, for Will. My name was spelled wrong with 3 L's.
It was not.
Anyways, here's a nice little package. And oh, you fucker.
I know.
Yeah.
We are not doing that
Ooh,
here.
Yes, we are.
No.
Not this episode. We have to have Jeff.
I got the chills.
I won't be here then.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I will pull a Jeff and
I
be out.
have to explain what it is. Whew. It's a Ouija board.
Yes, it is. We need to talk to our ghost and see what's going
No.
on.
Holy shit! I never said I would ever play with these, and I want to read the. Oh, jeez! I just got the chills.
I'm
No.
saying, hear me out on
Although
this.
I want to get a tattoo of a pen chat. But anyways, go ahead.
That is a cool tattoo. That's a good idea.
This is too gnarly.
I say that we do a special Halloween episode and come in here on Halloween night when it's dark, and we come in here and we ask some questions.
I'm out.
Come on, Courtney.
I'm out.
Come on.
Nope.
Will you do it via Zoom?
No.
You can do it from home.
I'm not. No.
You could, we'll burn some candles.
No.
Yeah, I say we do it.
Well, this is definitely.
You're gonna open up a whole portal and be so sorry.
I don't know.
Yeah, but have you ever heard of Zozo?
No.
Ooh, look up Zozo.
Zozo.
It's it goes Z-O, and then everyone's freaking out, and then Zozo comes, and
Nope.
What, on like YouTube or something?
yeah, it's pretty gnarly.
Nice. I want to see that. Yeah, Zozo. I'm going to write that down.
Zozo. And the girls freak out. And by the way,
No thanks.
I don't know what to tell you. I'm like, thank you for this horrific thing.
Don't you think, though?
But then I'm kind of curious.
Nope.
I am
Halloween,
40.
dude.
I don't really believe in it, but I do.
I know. Like I'm not taking
I mean, this
any
is kind of
chances.
separate.
Why don't we take a boat, do it on a lake? Nothing can hurt us on a lake.
Yeah, no. I want to do it in here because we have the ghost in here.
But what happens if shit really gets gnarly?
That would be amazing.
No.
We'll video it and everything. We have the video cameras. We've got the Zoom going.
Oh,
Courtney-
look, it's moving.
Oh shit! Oh yeah. That's just
Somebody can take my place.
your DT shakes.
So you can. Yeah, somebody else can take my place for that episode.
I don't know. We'll see. Maybe we
Courtney,
some-
I would only do it if you were just at least
Brave.
here. You
I'm
don't have
not-
to be.
no.
You have to be there.
No way. No.
Now remember, it is just a piece of plastic right now, and it is on a piece of cardboard.
Yeah, I did pay only like $11 for that. That was
Thank
the
you
cheapest.
for that. I really
That was
appreciate
the cheapest
that
one
part of
because
it.
I saw some nice ones and I was like, I'm gonna get a really, really nice one.
Well, yeah, well, this came from the United Kingdom, and it is everything that you would think of a Ouija. Now, let me ask you this: how do you spell Ouija board?
Oh, I know. You asking me or Courtney?
You?
Don't ask me.
Ouiga.
Jeez, this
The
guy
worst
is
speller ever.
Oh, dude, those movies are good too.
Ouija board.
Yeah, it's called Ouija.
Oh,
It's pretty good. It's surprisingly good.
thank you for the gift. I appreciate it very much.
Do you think that we're gonna do it? Or are you too scared?
I'm a little too scared, but you know what? I think I, for the cause, might have to do it.
I'm not doing it.
We can get some other people. I
Yeah.
say we do get some candles.
Instead of our hands, can we use our feet?
We can do everything. We can do
right.
anything we want. I only paid like $11
Why do we
for
need
that.
candles? I might
'Cause it
fall in
makes it-
love.
Well, I mean, it makes it spooky.
Oh.
Yeah, right? Candles. Have you ever seen a fucking horror movie where they're using a Ouija board and there wasn't a candle burning? It just seems like the right thing to do. I also think if we get like a little thing of salt and we pour a circle around us just in case shit gets crazy. But maybe I've watched too many horror movies.
So I sat outside with a cigarette between my lips and my eyes blood red. So we like to forget about it. Whoa, baby, I've been making moves. I can tell 'cause the sun comes up too soon. Memories of our old place have not faded. So lay your head low, we'll take it so slow. Can't remember why we even tried to figure this out. We're wasting time.
All right, everyone. That was Petmedz with Making Moves, and that's off their new EP, I guess. Did we decide what the EP LP thing was?
Extended play.
Yep. So it's called the 4 More EP, and they're on Spotify. You can check out. They have 2 other albums, full albums on there. Sundown Old Town was the first one. Got a lot of great tracks on there, and Petmedz, Wanted Noise.
I liked it. That's very awesome.
So definitely go check those guys out.
For sure.
They have played with all the big guys and put out awesome tunes, and they're awesome guys.
For sure.
So, and Dave, the guitarist, even played with me and Courtney in a side project band once called Gary.
Ooh.
Which
It was
is
fun.
the best band name ever, by the way.
Yeah, it is. Wow.
I
like
think the
that name.
Facebook page is still up.
It is. I still get things that are like, oh, promote your band. Gary
like,
hasn't
no,
got
thanks.
any looks in a while. And you're like, oh, well, you know, Gary. And we missed a boat on Gary because I thought that's the stupidest name I could possibly think of was just Gary. But then Uncle Gary seems so much better in hindsight.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And I don't even know why.
But then you got Uncle Cracker. He kind of took the uncle away, right?
Uncle Cracker? Who's that?
What?
Is that like, who's Uncle Cracker?
You know, you're joking.
I'm not joking.
Yeah, I don't know.
We know a lot about like punk rock stuff, but like mainstream anything.
I don't even know. Uncle Cracker did that song. All right, forget it.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we look it up?
No.
That's going to be a revision for next week, I guess.
Maybe I'm saying it wrong. Maybe it's Uncle Cookie. Maybe I'm saying it completely wrong.
Uncle Cookie.
Oh, you mean like the Colonel Cookie?
Oh,
We won't get into that right now. That's for another day. That's in my notes. Okay, well, there's people moving in next door.
Oh no, it's the ghost. Welcome to my paranormal segment. Hello, everybody. We decided to do, since it is the witching month of October, we're going to do paranormal every episode of this month and hopefully be done with it for quite a while in the future. But I would like to go ahead and bring up this one. This one is kind of interesting for me because I recently saw it in a couple posts, but of course it is October, so they're bringing it up again. But one of the maybe theoretical, mythological creature is trying to be vocabulary.
what?
God damn it. God. So anyways, we'll start off with the Mothman. Now, I do not necessarily believe in the Mothman, but I did read an article recently that said that this person saw it at a fort, a base, correct? A Walmart.
What?
What?
Wasn't it a movie? The Mothman?
Or yeah,
Mothman?
well, basically, this creature looks like he's bald, and he looks like the Thin Man, or something like that. But he
Or
has wings.
Slender Man?
Yeah, he looks like Slender Man, maybe, but he has wings. But anyway, somebody just recently saw him. They were going to the store at Walmart. She got off work. She saw this creature. She couldn't believe it, and she finally got home. And she told her husband, and the husband said, "Yes, there's actually been witnesses of people seeing this creature, and it flies, and it looks like a fucking Mothman, red glowing eyes."
And the thing with the Mothman is that there's always a big disaster after someone
Oh, that's
sees
right.
it.
One,
Like,
so, that's exactly right.
the bridge collapsing,
Yes,
and
exactly.
Oh, that's right.
you know,
Yeah,
like so
yeah,
that
yeah.
always something crazy will happen.
Yeah, a big storm and everyone dies or something like that. That's interesting. yeah.
Oh.
So did anything happen? Is the
That
question.
I didn't follow up with because I really don't believe that there's a Mothman. I really don't. But
It sounds like some bullshit.
it sounds like interesting bullshit. But I've seen, a lot of people. Why would people keep coming up with the same thing over the years if they didn't see it all the time? Or at least, like Bigfoot hasn't changed over 15,000 years. It's a big man, hairy. Got it.
Right.
Mothman, I saw it in the 1950s. It's a bald man with wings. And even till today, bald man with wings.
Right? Yeah.
So it would have changed if people didn't really have ideas on that. And that's, again, something I wanted to believe in, but I don't believe in that one.
No, I can't get into that one either. I like the stories, but so we don't know that anything's happened. So
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
some
well,
bullshit.
fuck, wait a minute. 2020 happened, so maybe the Mothman was,
Oh, fucking
Jeez.
Mothman! Thanks a lot.
God, everyone has died and everything's been crazy.
I thought it was Obama's fault this whole time.
Oh, right, right.
Thanks,
right.
Obama.
Jeez, Obama.
Fuck.
Well,
So,
anyways, so
Mothman, so
again,
keep your eyes peeled.
I'm sorry about this one. This one I couldn't really back up. I want everyone to know that if they have any ideas or anything that they can help me with in the future with my life, Please call in.
Yeah,
And,
805-697-7070.
Yes, please feel free to call in and help me with my life. But if you also have any Ouija ideas or stories, Ouija stories,
Yeah.
which is, I always get nervous when I have to talk. Ouija board stories or any other paranormal, please let me know because I would like to sit down and talk.
Yeah. And so during that song, that last song, the Petmedz song, you were looking at the instructions for the Ouija board.
The very first instruction, it says, the very first
This
thing.
is fucking...
Number 1, consider using the Ouija board in a neutral space. It is commonly unadvised to ever use it in your own home. That's the number 1 thing.
This is a child's game.
It is true, but they're saying like fireworks.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Yeah, children should play with fireworks too. You're right.
Yeah, not inside their house.
Someone else's house.
Yeah.
Go for it. Neutral area.
Boy, there's a lot of stuff. Oh, warnings. Oh, shit. Here we go. Here's warnings. Oh, and a disclaimer.
Oh, shit.
Okay, warning, I'm going to give you one. The existence of ghosts and demons and the supernatural is disputed. Don't take everything for granted.
Okay.
Now, here's a disclaimer. Ouija talking board is a great mystery, and we do not claim that all the times, and I hate reading.
Yeah.
We do not claim that all the times and under all circumstances it will work equally well, but we do claim that with reasonable patience and judgment, it will satisfy your greatest expectations.
The ghost should be
do
scared of you.
voiceovers. Have you ever
The ghost
done a
should definitely be
voiceover?
scared of you, man.
No.
Can you see a ghost being like, "What's up, dudes?" Like, you're like,
Hello, I am very frightened of you. Anyways,
well, all right, Ouija time. We're
Ouija
gonna do
time.
it. We're gonna figure it out.
We will do that,
Yeah.
honestly. I will
Well,
do
oh,
that.
we gotta see if we can talk to the Mothman.
Well,
No.
out of all of them, I don't want to talk to Mothman.
Right. Why
Okay.
would you want
We'll
to?
talk to everybody. It'll be exciting.
Let's just talk to
We'll do your mustache. We'll light some candles. We'll talk to the Mothman. It's Halloween is not canceled.
No, not this year.
No.
I think
shit.
it's time for Courtney.
Yeah, it's time for
Sportney's
Sportney's segment.
segment.
Okay, so I was super stoked to have Trevor on this podcast today because I think Face to Face was one of the first bigger punk bands that I really branched out to, that I really enjoyed, and I actually heard
What do you
them
mean branched out to?
like from the small punk scene. So you go to a punk show.
Oh, I see.
And it's like you're listening to local bands, and then you hear of a bigger band. You're like, oh, this band's cool.
What is punk rock?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then you're like, that kid wearing that Misfits t-shirt. What is that? Is that a band? Yeah.
Well, so I heard them through Discount. Discount
Oh, really?
covered that song, I Think You Lied to Me.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
I thought that was their song, and then I looked on their album, or it wasn't even an album, I don't know. So I found them, and I was like hooked. They are great. So for me, my segment is I want to ask you, because who do you get fanboy or nerd out to? Like if you met them or have already met somebody that you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so nervous.
I did a Distizzo leftover crack once.
Yeah. And what did you say to him?
I wouldn't do it again. Like, I don't know. I was just young. Oh, dude. I don't want to say what I said. Don't call me out right now. I don't think I'm going to share that.
Like, what?
Oh, I just blushed. That's like maybe sounds like nonsense first. I just blushed. Now I'm not going to say it.
I want to see it though. You tell us what's going on. What's going on with those rosy cheeks? What's going on with those rosy cheeks?
I really don't want to. Oh, fuck it, man. Now I built it up to be a bigger thing. It's
It's
so
not
much
that
worse.
crazy.
Oh,
What'd you do?
God. So, I don't know, man. How old am I? I'm going to say I'm like 14. I'm
No.
not.
You asked him
I
to
was
sign
too
your
old.
boobies.
I was too old.
No, but that's the thing
I
is
just
when
said,
you meet.
I said, he was like, "What's up, dude?" Whatever, and I was like, "Hey, man," and I just clammed up and I said, "You're such an inspiration,"
and then you walked away.
you know. And he's like, "Oh, cool. All right, man. So what's going on? Whatever."
Your
And I
voice
said-
still cracking.
I said, "You're such an inspiration." I said it twice.
Oh boy.
He just looked at me and was like, "Okay," and I just walked away. And
Oh.
I can't believe I said it twice. I clammed up. I don't know. It's so stupid. I've worked for movie stars. I live next to a movie star. All these things. I don't know. Like, I've met so many bands and talked to so many people throughout the years. I don't know what it was about that specific moment or.
That's the crazy thing is because we do live in an area where like you could go to the grocery store and you'll see somebody famous. They don't look famous. It's a weird
yeah.
thing. You're like, is that
Pink
no?
is a local up here. We had Christmas Eve dinner sitting next to her at the bar one.
What's the guy
time.
who's on all those cowboy movies, and he goes to the place we eat Mexican.
Sam Elliott.
Sam Elliott, yeah.
You know, so that we're in California though, so we
Yeah.
have there's a lot of people around. It's weird who you clam up to.
Right. That's what I mean.
What
It's
do you
like-
think, Will? What's yours?
You know, I'm not trying to be. I don't get all that weird. I'm sure there's somebody out there, but right now I can't think of it. I mean,
It's a porn star.
actually, now we're talking.
August Ames. You be
Oh
all,
my! You're an inspiration.
no.
You are an inspiration. Oh my God!
That might do it for
That-
you.
you really? She'd be like, okay, good.
I mean,
good.
whatever, chick. I don't know. Pick
Yeah,
'em.
I don't know.
I don't know. But
Yeah.
I mean, this interview, like
That's coming out.
I think you did
whatever.
great.
Yeah.
Because you were. She said you was going to be nervous, but now, yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
God, you guys are so weird. So I mean, so Courtney is talking to Trevor. Is that going to be your one, or is
I don't
it
know.
someone else that would do it?
I don't know. We'll see.
Okay,
But
well.
I've been so excited from like seriously, I booked the wrong day because as soon as I saw what was happening, I was like, you know. So it could be. I could
Cool.
just blow it. But
It's good, man. It's,
you know.
it's good stuff, man. And Trevor's a good guy, so
Yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna be fine.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah. All right. Well.
Also
Okay.
needed to mention.
Yeah. Oh,
Hosting Monsters.
Oh yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up. Let me pull up my phone real quick.
Okay. Oh God.
Yeah. Okay. So Hosting Monsters. We talked when we did talk to them. I think what was a happy
It
hour
was a
number
happy hour
two
too,
or
yeah.
something. Yeah. So we played them a couple times. They're friends of the show,
Mm-hmm.
and we talked about the benefit concert that they do every single year for men's mental health.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna just try to read this. Will, feel free to jump in and make fun of me whenever. you want.
No, I do not do that.
And I'm just going to read it and we'll see. So it
All
says,
right.
okay, the 4th annual Movember Showcase, a night of music to speak up about men's mental health, co-hosted by Speak Up and Hosting Monsters. It's going to be live streamed with Basement Creators Network, featuring The Strangers, All Knowing McGill, Hosting Monsters, and excuse me if I get this wrong, but Hakim. It's a hip hop group. Okay, so I blew that, but whatever, I can't do it. And then it's going to be 6 p.m. on Saturday, November 7th. So that's coming up pretty soon. By the time this comes out, you'll have just a couple more weeks. $2 donation to Wellbeing Initiative, a Lincoln-based organization helping with addiction, recovery, poverty, homelessness, and mental health. 100% of the proceeds will go directly to Wellbeing Initiative. It's sponsored by Ray's Tattoo, a trade-a-tape comic center, Fireproof Pickups, the Kevin Durack Memorial Foundation, and Building Tejas. And what you can do if you want to get some more information on this is check the Hosting Monsters Basements Creator Network on Facebook, etc., etc. If you go to Hosting Monsters on Facebook or anywhere, you're going to be able to get all this
Absolutely.
stuff.
And we'll post a link on our.
Yeah,
our
we're going
page
to
as
post
well.
all the
Yeah.
links. And a $2 donation seems like a very, very little thing. So what we're going to do here sounds like nonsense is give them.
$100
$100.
We're going to give $100 towards
Yes.
it. So
That's
thank
great.
you guys so much for listening to the show.
Yeah.
for submitting
And,
all the bands.
These
yeah,
are
like,
you know, the local homies. This is what this is all about.
Yeah.
We're musicians helping out other musicians,
Absolutely.
and men's mental health is no joke. Men a lot of time get put down or get told to stop being a pussy. So
Right.
you know,
Yeah, for
hey,
showing
man,
emotion,
you
it's-
know,
yeah.
it's a bad thing, and I'm there. I'm with that. I don't cry. I never cry. Okay, well that's it. Definitely go check out Hosting Monsters, and let's listen to a song right now by Face to Face. It's called I Want, the acoustic version, and I'm not sure if this song is even released yet. This might be part of the new album or not. I couldn't find it anywhere else. We got
it was part of the press
it was
packet.
part of the press pack, so maybe you guys are hearing something new. If this isn't new, let me know, because I'm like, where the hell is this? It's not on their acoustic album that they just put out, but it's pretty fucking rad. So let's listen to it right now.
Everybody wants a truth. everybody wants equality, but we're all prejudiced. Yeah, we're all hypocrites. Well, everybody wants a world, but we have nothing. Now we don't have a thing. Well, I really don't know much of anything at all, but I'll admit we're all the same. You ask forgiveness and you make the same mistakes, then I'll admit we're all the same. And so I say, I wanna know, do these words mean anything? How can my life mean something more than what it seems? Oh yeah, yeah,
All right, you guys see me?
I can.
We
Hello.
can.
up, man?
Hello.
All right. Hi there.
Hi there.
Sorry about that. I clicked on the link while I was still on the phone, and I was like, "Oh crap, it's happening! It's all happening!"
Don't worry. Welcome.
Yeah. No, thank you for joining us. Just real quick, I'll tell you who I'm Jeb. This is our co-host, Mr. Will Ridge.
Hello.
This is my wife, Courtney.
Hello.
Hi there.
Hi there. And you are Trever Keith of Face to
Absolutely.
Face.
That's me.
Yeah. How's it going today?
It's going well.
Well, thank you.
Yeah? You're busy with the new book coming out?
Well, all the work for the book was kind of a while ago when I was compiling it and putting it together, and
Right.
actually a lot of the pre-order copies have started shipping early, so
Yay.
Oh,
now
that's
this
great.
part of it for me is easy because I haven't been doing my own fulfillment.
Oh, okay.
I'm working with a company to do all the mailing and everything for me, so I'm on cruise control now. Now's the easy part for me.
Perfect.
I just got to promote it.
That's it. You're just out here talking to all the fools like us.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, man.
Right.
This is your second book.
It is. I had this idea around the time that we'll call hiatus.
Right.
For the band. And I made a book then. Up until that point, we'd only released up to How to Ruin Everything, which I think was our sixth. We were about 6 records deep.
Right.
So that first book is only face-to-face songs specifically, and it's only those from those first 6 records, and it's only the albums. I didn't put any outtakes or B-sides or anything on that.
Interesting.
What's different about this book is a comprehensive 30-year collection of every song I've written over the last 30 years. So not only does it include all of the face-to-face songs through this year, including our album that has yet to be released next year, but it has B-sides and outtakes of face-to-face, songs I've written with other bands, songs I've written in other projects like my solo record and Viva Death, and so it's quite a more extensive collection. It's over 150 songs.
That's fantastic, and that's a lot of
150
songs.
songs is a shitload of songs.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now, how can you tell us? Well, we know what the name of it is, but can you tell us the name on out loud of the book? I'm sorry. Well, I just want to. I mean, we know what the name is. I just want you to say it out loud. And what's it called?
Yeah, it's a very creative and inventive title. It's called Trever Keith, The Complete Lyrics, 1990 to 2020.
It's crazy, man.
Thank you. I'm glad you said it.
Yeah,
That sounds good. Thank you.
30 years though. That's wild, man.
It is, and I've got plenty of gray in my beard to show for it.
Yeah, we're all getting there too, except for Will because he dyes it.
I'm
Wait,
curious.
I do not.
Do you set time to write every day, or how does your writing structure go?
Man, I really wish I was that disciplined of a person in general. I'm definitely not that disciplined creatively or really in any other aspect of my life, unfortunately. God, in this past year has just been even worse with the pandemic, and
It's a whole lifestyle change for you, I gotta imagine.
yeah, it's been a massive lifestyle change. So to answer your question, no, but it's something I've thought about a lot, and it's one of those things, like when I picture living my best life and being my best self, I'm like, yes, I would wake up and have some time for mindfulness and meditation, and then I would exercise and set a
Same.
little time aside to
Little salad
write
for
and
lunch.
Yeah.
all those great things I should be doing. But no, unfortunately, that I've never really been able to discipline myself. But a few years back, I bought a book called The Artist's Way and read that, and there was a lot of recommendation about how to, get on a schedule with your creativity and allow time for that. But I will say, without
But it didn't help.
real structure, I have tried to, more recently in the past 5-10 years or whatever, I've tried to set aside time to allow myself to be open to inspiration and creativity, because if you don't make time for that, and
Right.
you're super busy, then it's really easy to just not feel inspired at all.
Totally.
So I think it's important to allow yourself the time to try and be open to inspiration.
Absolutely. I
Yeah.
agree with you on that.
I'm sorry, this is more like a funny podcast, and I'm being all serious.
No,
So-
man,
No.
we do it. We go up and down with
Yeah,
it.
dude,
Yeah.
this is-
No, I talked earlier about my brother's daughter almost getting kidnapped this week. So,
Yeah.
we're all over the place.
All
Oh,
over
that's
the-
heavy. That's
yeah,
super.
pretty gnarly. Yeah, it happened right in broad daylight. Tried to snatch her, and he was there, luckily, to save her. So it was pretty wild.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
bold.
Yeah, so we're all over the place, dude, with this stuff. So I want to get back to the book just real quick, and we can talk about some other maybe sillier things. But I want to know how you arranged the book, because you guys have the new album coming out, and those lyrics are in this book. So you're going to get the lyrics of the songs before anyone gets to hear them. Like, so
Yeah.
is it arranged by like albums, or are people going to have to dig through there and find it?
You'll have to dig through and find it.
Ooh.
I like that, though.
Since the other book I did, I arranged chronologically. I thought this would be more interesting to do alphabetically, so that
Oh,
you have the contrast in the book of like a song I might have written in the early 90s with something that I just recently wrote in the past few years.
yeah.
And I kind of like that contrast, and you don't really have to be looking for it to see it. I think you can. There's certain songs that have a lot more depth, from a thematic standpoint, and then other songs that are just like, I'm going off on a rant about something that made me angry.
Right, sure.
So you really, it does keep the book a little bit more varied and interesting because of that.
Yeah.
And while I'm talking about that, one of the things I think that really makes the book attractive beyond my, lyrics ranting or whatever, is I partnered up with a really awesome artist out of Texas. He goes by Ray Tattooed Boy.
Yeah.
He made the cover, which is very flattering looking for me. I don't really look like that in real life. But I think he did a great job with that kind of illustrative style that he does. And then he did about another 20 or so just real bold graphic illustrations just of imagery that goes throughout the book.
That's
and
awesome.
That's really cool.
it's all stuff that I think fits really great with the lyrics, and it gives you something to look at instead of just being bombarded with tons
Breaking
of-
it up a little bit.
And how did you connect
Yeah.
with him? Did he give you a tattoo?
Actually, I don't think he's a tattoo artist. I believe he's only
Really?
a graphic
Whoa.
artist. I
Ah.
haven't been tattooed by him. I think his nickname is because he has tattoos.
Okay.
Oh,
All right.
Oh, got it.
Anyhow, I found him on my Instagram feed of all places.
Oh.
Wow.
A bunch of his work started showing up in my feed, and I really enjoyed the style that he does. And I just reached out to him. I sent him an Instagram message,
Perfect.
and he's like, "Hell yeah, dude, this would be awesome."
I bet he
So
was
it worked
super
out.
stoked.
Worked out nice.
That's awesome.
Well, Will, do you have a question?
I got a couple questions. One, this is kind of corny, but when you write, do you actually write with an actual pen and paper, or do you typewrite, or do you
Put in your phone.
put in your phone? What kind of tools do you use to write?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, good question. Well, I didn't even think of that.
I know.
Everything but a typewriter, because I
Oh.
don't own a typewriter.
Got it.
99% of the time I write something down with a pen and paper.
Sure, and then revisit it.
I have really poor penmanship, and most of the time I can't even read my own writing once I've written it down. Usually I just grab a pen and scratch something out if I have the idea.
Sure.
A lot of it's on the computer because it's easy,
Sure.
Sometimes I'll grab the notepad on my phone and put some stuff in there too. But mostly it's pen and paper, and especially in the early days of the band, it was mostly
Do you
that.
still have those original copies, or did you just grab them and throw them away after you're done?
I found an old notebook that had a bunch of lyrics in it from the Ignorance is Bliss sessions.
Cool.
And
Because it would be neat to look at your penmanship, and if that was in one of your articles in one of your books, I mean, it'd be really, how they do like the original shit. Point is, I'm glad you didn't get rid of your original stuff. Anyways, I'm glad you still have it. It's still part of you.
A company called Melodic Virtue, the publisher, made a book of Face to Face, a 25-year anniversary book, and it's a hardcover book. It's super nice. It's got like photos and flyers and tickets and laminates and everything of the last 25 years of the band. And I scanned my notebook that we're talking.
Oh, that's rad.
Good.
So there's overlays of those handwritten lyrics in a lot of the book, and
That's awesome. That's what I was talking about. Like, I'd like to see that. That's great. That's awesome.
yeah, you can find it in that. It's not currently in print anymore, but I've got about 10 boxes of those books in my garage. We'll be selling them on tour if we ever go back on the road again.
Do
Nice.
it. Definitely do it. When do you think you guys are going to get back out there? That being said, I know everyone's thinking 2021 summer, something like that.
Yeah, we do have a show booked. Our first show is in May of 2021.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And I'm hoping that we'll be able to keep it, but no one really knows.
Is that in
Right.
America?
It is.
Okay.
It's a festival that I don't think they've announced the lineup yet, so I better not say.
Yeah,
that's
for
fine.
sure.
That's
That's
fine. Yeah.
But okay. Yeah. I mean, it feels like it's getting closer and closer.
And we are on the Punk and Drublic Festival tour in Europe, starting in, I believe, mid-May.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
so that was rescheduled from last year. They're
Right.
planning on.
I think that's the one I was seeing.
in mid-May this year. So we play the one in the States and then fly to Europe and do those dates. I really got my fingers crossed that we're going to have a handle on coronavirus and people are going to feel safe enough to go back in public, and we'll be able to do that hopefully around Mayish. But it's anyone's guess, man.
Do you
who
miss
knows?
the tour bus?
I do. Not the tour bus specifically, but I do miss traveling. And, we're not, since we haven't done anything, my wife and I just keep coming up with excuses to go travel just to do anything because we're so accustomed to it that it's hard to just be at home,
Yeah.
for like a year straight.
Yeah. No, it's tough.
I'm getting out on my motorcycle a lot more
Nice.
and trying to do that a little bit
That's fun.
and just rides on the weekends or whatever, whenever I can. And we have a fun ride planned to go to the coast in December and do some stuff like that. So we're traveling a little bit.
So I just want to go back to the tour bus just real quick. Do you guys have tour buses that you can poop on? Because I know a lot of them you can't. You got to stop.
Well, no, I was told that you can shit if you have to, but you have to use a bag.
What?
You do not shit in a tour bus.
Right. What's your take on this, Trevor? You've toured more than most people that we've talked to, so I know you're going to know a lot of this.
Correct on all accounts. So, you rent a tour bus from a bus company,
Right.
Unless you're baller enough to like own one,
Right.
which very few artists are. And even the ones that are usually just rent anyway, because it makes more sense. It's someone
Right.
else's problem to do the maintenance and all that. Anyway, yeah, if you shit on the bus, it's a massive fine from the rental company.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Oh, it's a fine.
Yeah, they don't want to deal with like having to deal with gray water or
Yeah.
go
Oh shit!
and
Oh,
dump out the
didn't mean to
trees
do
and all
that.
shit.
I would have never
Yeah,
imagined.
so I heard that the new tour buses, though, they have like grinders built in them, and so they grind it up and mix it with coffee or something. and
You
that's-
What?
fucking weirdo. God damn it.
this is important stuff. This is real life stuff because
Well,
next couple
you know
questions
what?
are about tours.
I can imagine that exists, but we're like more econo level of the band. So
Right.
when we were lucky enough to have the funds to rent a tour bus, it's like a freaking holiday for us.
Yeah,
you know?
I bet. I bet.
Woo, tour bus. Most of the time, we're flying in and getting in a van and doing about 10 days in a van and flying back. You know?
Oh
Okay. Very cool.
man,
So it kind of depends on the tour.
right,
You know?
totally. Well, Courtney, she's thinking
Okay.
about going, and
That's right.
she's only been to Europe once,
Mm-hmm.
and she's got a big birthday. We're both turning 40 soon, and you go ahead. You
Yeah,
ask
so
your own question.
I was gonna do something for my 40th, but I'm just not gonna. I don't want to settle. So in 2 years for my 41st, I'm thinking about doing a month in Europe. So as somebody who has been to Europe, where would you recommend if you had a month free? Where would you go?
A month free in Europe.
Yeah.
Wow.
From somebody that's never been.
But I've been to France,
Oh.
like Paris, but other than that,
I mean, you can do so much in a month. You can see most of what people picture as Europe, which is, you know, France, Italy, Germany, Spain. I mean, you could really get around and see quite a bit. I would, one of my favorite places to go is Portugal. So you might want to visit the city of Porto in Portugal, which is in the north.
Wow.
That's a really, really amazing city. It's all built right on a giant river.
Oh, wow. What's the city
and-
name again?
Porto.
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 Got it.
So, as a
hold on.
Porto has really been coming up as a modern metropolitan city. It's one of the older cities in Europe, and so it has a very old-timey feel. But so many people are going there and enjoying it. Like there's like tons of restaurants that are Michelin star rated, and
Oh, wow.
so it has that real kind of fancy element to it too. But there's
Mhm.
still a lot of old Europe there as well.
Yeah.
Sounds up
So
your
that's
alley.
really nice. When I go, I mean, I go on tour, so
Right.
I'm in Germany the whole time because that's where punk rock bands play.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
and Germany's great. You know, I would definitely recommend seeing Berlin and Frankfurt and the bigger cities in Germany. Amsterdam is great if you go to Holland.
Yeah.
People like going there. I haven't really been to a lot of the places in Europe that I'd like to go as a tourist. You know, I've been
Because you're working, right?
to Italy in a band, and we played in Bologna, and then I spent a little time in the northern part. But I really want to go to the south of Italy, and I want to go to Greece and the islands and do some of that kind of stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah, I think
That's what I'd like to go try.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an interesting perspective because he's always going there to work where punk rock is. So where you want to go is like a
Oh.
beautiful vacation spot might not be where punk rock,
Oh, yeah.
you know,
That's
is
super
like,
interesting.
cool.
The
Like
second
Greece,
part to
you
that
know?
the second part to that question, you kind of already touched on it, is the Michelin stars and stuff. I am sure that you have been to a couple of restaurants or bars or just places, museums that you are like, oh my gosh, you have to go there. In the United States, abroad, wherever. What are those places that you try to go to like every time you're on tour? You're like, I have to go to that place.
Oh my gosh. These are difficult questions
I'm
for me.
sorry.
Let's talk about the book. No, right.
No, it's almost like what are your 5 favorite records of all
You
time?
know, you can just like maybe pick a place, you know.
A place.
Oh man, you know, a lot of bands go to Europe a lot more than we do. We compared to other punk rock bands, especially, we haven't done nearly as much time as most other bands do there. So it's a little few and far between for me.
Well, what about in America? What's your pick for the best restaurant in America?
Yeah.
Jesus, I don't know.
That's too hard too, huh? It's just,
In California. What about California?
There's so many of them.
I know.
California's huge.
it's
know.
so
Hard.
big. Yeah.
San Francisco, LA, I don't know. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that one.
Okay.
Right.
I have
I don't
one.
have anything off the top of
I
my
have
head.
a recommendation for you though. If you hop on your motorcycle and are going through Carp, what is that place now that I'm, the fried chicken?
Oh, Carpinteria,
Yeah.
California. Do you know Carpinteria, California?
I love Carpinteria,
It's
California.
a
I've been there
beautiful
many
little
times.
place. Yeah. And now,
Oh,
you're
okay.
killing me with it. There's a fried
there
chicken place
is
that
a
is
place
amazing.
that the house is
Painted
purple, and you get fried chicken, and she gives you like little sides, and then it comes
She's
with
like
pie.
in her 80s or 90s, and she makes the pies fresh every single day.
Yes.
Every meal comes with a slice of pie.
So I'm
All
going.
right,
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
get
have
that
to look for
information.
that.
Yeah.
We'll have to do a retraction on that. And let
Yeah,
you know.
for sure.
We'll be going through Carpinteria on our upcoming motorcycle trip in December, so I'll definitely look out for that.
Yeah.
All right.
sure.
Yeah, we'll let you
Yeah.
know.
Trevor, do we have
The thing
enough
too,
time?
it's like back to that last question real quick.
Yeah.
So now that I'm old, I like to gripe about it all the time because I'm like 51 now, and I've been touring since the 90s, the early 90s. And what's kind of a trip when you ask about like great places to eat or great things to see is that, going back to these cities year after year and decade after decade, I hate to say, a lot of things change, and
Oh, yeah.
it's kind of an interesting perspective to have laid, like in the first 10 years of me traveling regularly, it'd be like, oh, we're back in Chicago. I got to go to this pizza place or
Right.
whatever. And then after a few times you come back and you're like, oh shit, it's out of business, or some new place pops up. Or, you find out about some new developing area in the city when you're like, well, I've been coming to this venue for 15 years.
Totally.
Oh.
All of a sudden people are like, oh dude, you got to go across town to this other part of town that's starting to be up and coming, and they got all this cool shit over there.
Right.
So it's kind of molding and changing all the time.
That
you know what I
makes
mean?
sense.
That makes total sense. So you definitely, how can you nail it down?
I
You
know.
can't.
Clementines. It's called Clementines.
the chicken place.
The chicken place.
Yeah,
Oh,
Clementines.
what?
Clementines.
Clementine. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
If you're on your bike, sorry, Will, are you coming up through the Santa Ynez Valley and stopping at the Maverick Saloon? Do you know?
I've never been there, but I should go. I know Santa Ynez Valley. This is a little bougie sounding, but my wife and I like to go there and visit all the wineries.
Yeah.
This is our studios in Solvang.
Yeah, we're in Solvang.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah,
Great.
so Santa Ynez, the one biker stop is going to be the Maverick Saloon.
Well, Cold Springs.
And
Oh,
Cold
Cold
Springs
Springs is a
Tavern.
good one, too.
That would be better than Maverick.
Yeah,
Sorry, Maverick.
for sure. But on Sunday.
Yeah, do both.
Why did I think you guys? I thought you guys were in Canada for some reason.
No.
No, I didn't say a boot one time. Nothing about syrup. Nothing. No hockey references.
No.
I go up on the roof.
Uh,
All right, cool. Shit, you guys are in Solvang. Yeah, I know that whole area very well.
Awesome.
Trevor, I got two questions and then I'll be done. And I don't know if we have enough time, but one question for you, and this is easy, hopefully. What is one of your favorite authors?
One of my favorite authors. I've had to kind of hone in this question, so I'm good at it somewhat now because
Okay.
I've been asked this a few times with the book.
Yeah.
Probably the author that got me interested in poetry to begin with was someone that I learned about when I was back in high school, just a young buck. It's a British author, T.S. Eliot.
Yes,
He was
of course.
mainly a poet, but he had a lot of really great poems as well. He might be better known for his plays, which I don't really read a whole lot of plays. I'll
Right,
admit. But
right.
his poetry is really, really amazing. And the song Overcome on the record, Ignorance is Bliss, we actually, there's some talking in the middle of it, of the bridge section. And I'm actually reading a T.S. Eliot poem called The Hollow Men during
Hollow
that
Men.
thing,
Trip out.
section of the song, which is cool. So he's great.
Have you read The Wasteland?
Yeah, he wrote Wasteland too.
Yeah,
The
that's
Wasteland.
a gnarly one.
I like Charles Bukowski, completely different, but
He
also
said you were
amazing.
going to say that.
Will early, right before you came on, he's like, I'm going to ask him about his authors, and he goes, I guarantee he says Bukowski.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, and if you look closely, you might see where I've ripped off some of his poetry here and there.
but that's
Or
fantastic.
some-
I love him as
Little
well.
lines and ideas. I recently have been getting into D.H. Lawrence a lot more, which
Right.
is, he's really great too. It's another British author from vanished time,
Right.
not real current. Even Bukowski's a bit on the older side, but it still feels contemporary.
I agree.
Mhm.
I agree.
And for something a little more exotic, I also like Pablo Neruda,
Oh, of course. Fantastic.
who originally wrote in Spanish, but I've read his poetry translated into English.
Yes,
Nice.
of course. He's an incredible poet. And my last question, only because it is the month of October, and I do a paranormal segment, and I just received today as a gift, which I think is fucked. It's a Ouija board. Now, that is not my question. My question to you is, do you have a very quick little paranormal story of any kind? Aliens, weird bears, Sasquatch.
Weird bears?
I don't know why I said weird bears. Whatever. Anything in your mind that's something small that you came up with a paranormal thing that you've ever witnessed in your life.
I wish I had a weird bear story.
I know.
I don't even know why it came to my mind. I apologize. Weird bear story.
I think you can interpret anything as being paranormal if you're in the right mindset for it. I don't really believe in that type of stuff, but that's my qualifier. But with that being said, I had a weird experience one time driving from Lake Mead in Nevada, where I am now. When I used to live in California, I was driving across the middle of the desert, sort of late at night, and it was really dark, kind of a remote part of the desert. And my wife and I, who were in the car, saw these very strange lights rising up over the mountains. There were about 6 of them kind of rising up in a line, and it was pitch black outside. You could just see the lights, and they rose up in a pattern, and then they all kind of scattered in a really trippy way that no aircraft that we know of would be capable of doing.
Right.
And then they kind of got back into formation, and then they slowly just sank down behind the mountains again.
Oh, whoa.
And
What the
we're
hell?
convinced we were seeing like alien ships.
Invasion.
We had no idea what we were seeing. It was terrifying and freaky. And but I think what we were actually witnessing, we found out later that there was a military base back there. And
but still,
probably witnessed some experimental aircraft that may or may not even exist to anyone's knowledge.
Or maybe like
now.
those red carpet movie lights where they shine up the lights super bright, but it's something hyper focused and they're doing it all crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it moved, and I mean, it was far enough away. It looked like airplanes at first, right?
Yeah.
right.
But then the way that they moved was like unlike any airplane or flying, any
wild.
aircraft
Well-
could possibly ever move.
Well, I believe in aliens. I'm in. I'm 100% on this.
I respect and love that story, and I appreciate it. And thank you for giving me a paranormal story. Thank you very
Excellent.
much.
Have you
You're
ever
welcome.
have you ever used a Ouija board? Like when you were a
I
kid? or
haven't.
anything? Okay, yeah, I haven't.
We haven't either.
Yeah.
And we've had some weird paranormal things happen in here. So we're thinking Halloween night, we're going to light some candles and we'll give it a try. We're going to see if we can contact a Mothman.
I'm out.
Courtney won't
You
be
guys should try to resurrect the Cthulhu,
What is
Oh,
that?
yeah.
or bring some like horrible demon to
no,
Earth.
No,
No, thanks.
no.
No.
No, I'm good.
No.
Well,
No?
yeah.
Maybe weird bears will bring back, but
Yeah.
other than that, no.
Weird bears.
Maybe a weird demon bear. That would be-
Hell
That's
yeah.
good.
All
That's
right,
good.
Trevor, thank you very much for coming on and talking to
Thank
us a
you
little
so
bit.
much.
Everyone go out there and grab his book. When do you guys think that new album's going to come out? Is it 2021? We talking
Yeah, we're hoping the spring of 2021.
Okay.
And again, if you have a copy of the book and flip through it, you'll recognize songs that you've never heard of before, and those are probably the ones from the new records.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. It's fun to go through and try to find it.
The book's already begun shipping about a week ahead of schedule.
Nice.
So for anyone who is still interested in buying a copy of it, it's available and shipping now, and you can buy it only at iamtheantagonist.com.
Awesome. All
Very
right, cool.
cool.
And we'll
We look
make sure that we
forward
put
to-
all that stuff
yeah.
up on all of our socials.
Great.
Thank you very much for joining
Yeah.
us
Trevor,
this Thursday
thank you.
afternoon.
Thank you so much for taking your time to do this for us. We really appreciate it, and it was nice talking to you.
Yep. it was
Thank you,
good.
guys.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.
You take
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Oh God.
All right. Thanks, Trevor, for calling in. That was super fun.
That was a great interview. I enjoyed that.
Amazing.
Oh, God.
I
so
wish,
bad.
I forgot to say to him that we have a huge fan, and you
Yeah.
held your composure very well.
I tried, man. I tried my
You
best.
did great.
I
I
wasn't even going to mention that you were such a big fan, but you calling yourself out this whole time.
Because I mean, come on. like I want to be real.
It's
Like
face to face, son.
it's face to face.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. It's just I didn't want to be weird and make him feel weird.
But you're doing it right now.
I guess. Well, no one's listening to this.
No one's listening.
Oh, come on.
That makes me feel so much better when we say it.
Well, you know what?
you
know,
get it off your chest.
You act this weird and silly every time you see me. It's weird. It's like
You're
It's
even
true.
wearing his shirt today.
I am.
And
I
every
am.
time I see her, she's always throwing rose petals down in front of me for me to walk.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
Super weird.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is. It's
okay.
getting a little out of hand. All right. Well, that was fun.
That was great.
So, Jeff's not here today, of course, and he is missed. I know that he would have enjoyed that a lot. And maybe he'll listen to this. Maybe he won't, because who knows. But what is cool is that Jeff is flying in, and he's going to be actually with us live for the Caddies show.
Yes.
A live Caddies performance. Maybe they'll change that date. Maybe not.
Thank you for saying that. We're not sure. You know, I mean,
Yeah, why'd you do that?
Well, because Jeff is coming in.
Okay, but
So at least the idea is we're gonna be recording then. I can bleep the date, but Jeff's gonna come in and be live. It'll be the first time that Mr. Will and Jeff have been in the same room together ever.
yeah.
can't wait.
It's gonna be super strange, man. I can't imagine you guys being. If we do this thing and we learn so much about each other every single week, and then you've never been in the same room, never shared a beer.
Wait a moment.
It's bizarre.
Isn't that weird that we started doing this podcast watching that dating pod show where like you don't
Oh.
ever really like you're not physically with that person?
That's right. Love is Blind.
Ooh, Love is Blind.
Oh, we got to get him a pod. We get him a little pod to spend a night together.
Oh.
It'll be adorable.
Can't wait.
Oh man! All right. So since Jeff isn't here, he was gonna do his movie or whatever thing. So I just want to talk about a couple of movies I saw coming up that I think that look super fucking funny. So or cool. It is Halloween, of course. You know I'm watching a horror movie every night.
They're in a mantrum.
If I have to, yeah. Wolf of Snow Hollow.
Okay.
That one's out. You have to buy it. So
Oh.
I think it's gonna happen though. So
That's when I recommend.
you're the
that?
one who told me about
No,
it.
I don't know. I don't know what's going on.
It looks like a werewolf movie.
Yeah.
Super silly.
Yeah.
Whatever.
funny, stupid. You know, like
Kind of it's got a Fargo-y kind
Yeah.
of like look to it.
exactly.
So definitely into that one. The other one that looks, I think, a little bit better. It's called Fat Man. It's got Mel Gibson, and he's Santa Claus, and somehow he's getting involved with the U.S. government, and there's assassins after him.
It's a
And
comedy.
It's a comedy. Looks like a dirty comedy. That one looks really fucking funny.
Huh.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Mel Gibson. Who would have
Oh,
thought?
I do have a revision. Speaking of
Oh
movies.
shit! Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
just in time. We were almost done with that
I
segment.
know, but just real quick. You had mentioned the movie Antebellum.
Yes,
We watched it.
Yeah, we did.
It was good.
it was good.
It was good.
It was
Can you give me
very
a
good.
synopsis?
Courtney can. I can't remember.
Because it's the
things like that.
future in the back.
Yeah, so I can't because it gives it away.
Okay.
So I cannot do that. Because
But I was right thinking that there was a future
it's,
in the back.
It's a,
Yeah.
But
it's
we
a-
don't have to get into that.
Yeah, it's a weird futuristic.
But it's a good movie.
It's
I'm gonna give you
great.
this hint. I'm
Okay.
gonna give everyone this hint with Antebellum. Now I'm gonna be. It's like an M. Night Shyamalan.
Yes.
Shyamalan.
Okay.
Shyamalan.
Okay.
Whatever.
Shyamalan.
It's like one of those.
Oh, so a shitty movie. Got it. Understood.
No.
What? Oh, I love those movies.
No.
Even the bad ones. I love them all, dude.
I like Signs. That was it. But
Signs is awesome.
I mean, but of course, you know, aliens can get anywhere in the whole world and come through the space and capture all human race.
But water.
But you lock them in a pantry. That guy can't get out.
Totally.
No way. I come from space, but your little wooden pantry, fuck it. And then,
Damn it, they got me.
yeah, I can do it. But I'll tell you one thing, though. I'm also going to take this human race and go out in the middle of nowhere and go back to my own home planet. But I'm going to remember that one guy that cut off my finger. And I'm going to come back and spray. Oh, shit, a glass of water. Smell dead.
Yeah. No, like you said, it was an awesome movie. Really well done. I enjoyed it. I like all of them. I've seen all of them a bunch. I don't know.
I'm sorry. So Antebellum is a great movie, and
Yeah.
it's worth looking into.
Yep.
Okay.
It's got a twist.
But when you mentioned it, I was like, I don't even know what movie you're talking about. So
All right, great.
All right. So I got one more, and Courtney's gonna hate to hear this, but Nick Cage has a new movie coming out. Oh, my buddy. Oh, dude. If anyone out
that's
there,
not Joe Exotic.
I might have talked about. Well, no, I might have talked about this before. I'm sure I have on here. Nick Cage losing his shit on YouTube is one of the funniest fucking videos I've ever seen.
It's real, huh?
Well, it's just a bunch of clips of him,
Losing
like
his
through
shit.
all of his movies, and they arrange it in a great way.
right,
There's like a whole woman beating section where he's punching and kicking women, and
Right.
like.
What was the recent
You
movie that we
bitches.
just watched though with Nick Cage in that farmhouse and things happen in the
Oh,
backyard?
the alien one?
Yeah.
That was pretty good. It was a slow burn, and they got real weird.
It got
I
super
can't think
weird.
of it. It was terrible. It was
Yeah.
awesome. His acting is so terribly awesome. I love the best one that was Ghost Riders 2. Because it's the worst acting and the stupidest plot. Anyway, Jiu-Jitsu might take the reins. That's his new one coming up.
Okay.
So everyone keep your eyes out for Jiu-Jitsu with Nick Cage. It looks like a real banger.
Wow.
Yep.
I'm
That's it.
looking forward to a banger.
Out of those three, Courtney, which one are we watching tonight?
None of them?
You are wrong. Actually, you're right. We're watching Dracula. We're watching Dracula a lot.
The one with Francis Ford Coppola, who directed it.
Bram Stoker's.
So
Is that who? What's happening right now?
I think he's high-classing you right now.
I don't know. He's got the culture corner. He
Oh, yeah.
can.
okay.
I don't know who directed it.
No, he's making, yeah.
I'm sorry. How about this one? Gary Oldman's in it.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one.
It's the same one?
Yeah, same one, bud.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Damn, I don't know why that was so funny. Jesus. I didn't know. I didn't fucking know. But Courtney wouldn't watch the whole thing with me the other night, or Riley. They wouldn't get off their phones, and so I threw a tantrum. And
big
so
one.
now we're watching it all the time.
No, so he leaves, before he leaves in the morning, he turns it on because, like, I have to have quiet for a lot of the recording that I do during my day. Turns it on, leaves the house. Then I go into the bedroom to get something later on during the day. It's still playing in the
I'm in
bedroom.
Santa Barbara. I'm playing it on every TV all the
Oh,
time.
my.
Don't watch this fucking movie with me? We'll see. You're going to see
Oh,
it. You're going to
my
fucking watch it. Shit's going to be in our brain, son, by the end of this.
Nah, I just turn it off.
Yep, I bought it. So I'm fucking playing it all the fucking time. I can't do shit about it.
All right.
That's it. Yeah, that's the way I roll in my house.
You know, Bram Stoker
Yeah?
wrote Dracula.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I read the book.
Okay.
Yeah.
But there's also...
I did used to read all the time.
But in Francis Ford Coppola...
I just didn't know that he directed it.
Oh, but
didn't
you know
know-
he's a director.
I do.
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Oh, God, dude.
I told you,
Come on.
he was like,
Yeah, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness.
I don't like people with three names. Fuck it.
Yeah.
So, Will Ridge. Fine. Good.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So, one last thing. I know we're going to get out of here. That was a fun show. Something that happened to me yesterday, and I love it. I love this little act of rebellion. It's happened to me my whole life. My dad taught it to me. I'm sure he was taught by his dad. I'm driving, and I'm speeding just a little bit. I just always go about like 5 over, maybe 4 over. I'm responsible. Cruise control. But a car comes, it's just 2 lanes, but they're passing me, going the opposite way, I should say, and they flash their lights. And I'm like,
why?
cop ahead.
No, the old-fashioned.
I was like, oh, and Riley was with me, and I was like, did you see that? And he was like, no, and I was like, there's a cop ahead. And he was like, what do you mean? And I was like, they're flashing their lights.
To warn you.
To warn me, slow down a little bit. There's a cop right there. So I slowed down, put a cruise control right at 55. Boom, there was a cop right there.
How nice of that. That's the old ways.
I love that. And I'm not like promoting speeding or anything like, but there's something about like the community
It was
coming
camaraderie.
together in a way that's just like, it's passed down generation to generation. Fuck the police. It's
Yes.
just decent. Just
didn't even know
decent,
that was a
hardworking.
thing.
I'm just
No,
kidding.
that's
Not
a
fuck the
thing.
police, but like,
That's my father taught me that too. You watch this. Why are they flashing, Dad?
Did-
2 miles below us or down below us, there's a cop. It was a warn us to slow down.
that's it.
I didn't
Don't
know.
get a ticket, buddy.
Yep. But then it's really nice the control that you get. Like if you see like the next person, you're like, I'm gonna pass this along, right? So you pass the cop, and you're like, I'm gonna get the next person.
Yeah.
There's a cop up there. But if they look like a dick, for whatever reason, whatever your judgment might be, whatever you're projecting onto that car, like I don't like the way you're driving.
You mean like if it's a Prius?
Well, whatever your choice is, big Confederate flag in the background and whatever. So anyway, you can choose not to flash them and let them take that fucking ticket and be like, that's what you get. It's kind of nice.
Ooh, you are sick.
It's kind of, I think it's really great. All of this together, it's like it's a real community effort. Everyone's on the same team. Like, let's not get tickets today.
Someone help
Unless
you
you're a
out.
dick, then you get a ticket.
And
it's
you-
nice.
and
It's
you
a nice
judge
system.
them.
And this is an organic system. Less government. That's what I'm saying. Then we could have more of this.
What?
No? Okay, that's it.
Okay.
Honk! I'm just kidding. Sorry.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Sorry, Will, you're a little jumpy.
I didn't jump on that one.
All right, that was our podcast on this Thursday. I was going to say on Sunday. Thank you guys for joining us. We know you have a lot of options. We're glad that you chose us. Thank you so much, Trevor, for coming and talking to us.
Thank you, Trevor.
so
That was
much.
amazing.
And Defeating the Purpose and Petmedz, the Hometown Boys, really fun.
Yeah.
We learned a lot together. We heard an alien story.
I know.
We learned about the Mothman.
And
We're
you
going to do
don't-
some Ouija board shit.
You don't poop on a tour bus, I guess.
You don't poop on a tour bus?
No.
Yeah. What's the rest of the week looking like for you, Will?
Well, I'm going to try to do some more fishing, maybe. And other than that, I'm going to be just trying to be a good boy, pick up some trash
Yeah?
alongside the roads.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm not doing that at all. But
I know you aren't. Yep, we just went with it, though.
okay, Courtney.
Good thing, Courtney.
Yeah, so thank you for listening. If you like us, please give us a review on podcasts, on Apple and all that kind of stuff. Share with a friend.
Yeah. And bands out there, please give us your submissions.
Yes.
Call us 1-805-697-7070 and talk some shit, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Anyway. All right.
Plus
sorry.
paranormal.
Yeah,
Plus
paranormal, all that advice from Jeff. You know the deal. It was good to see you guys.
It was
Good to
great.
see you.
Glad I don't have to see you on Sunday, too.
Oh. And go buy the book.
You go buy that book. All right. Deuces.
You're hurtful.
I'm just kidding. I love you.